What is going on, guys? We are back on FIFA 22 career mode after a bit of a break, wasn't it? On the release of the game, our first career mode was Manchester United. We can't hide behind it because it's out there. We did get sacked, and yeah, that was so early in the game as well. I was still really finding my way with FIFA, and when that happened, we got sacked. It ended the series. I was a bit disappointed with it. Yeah, pretty mad about it, and yeah, so I just didn't really get back into FIFA because in the build-up, I was really looking forward to doing that career mode. So this is almost like we're back. Yeah, like this is a fresh start. Obviously, we're recently into a new year as well. So, yeah, 2022. Yeah, it's given me that motivation now. This is the return. And we have got a mod installed as well. It's only the light version of the mod, so a bigger version's coming later. And I'm just showing you from Italy here. So, obviously, they've got, like, you can see Juventus. We all know how Juventus, and I think like Roma as well, a couple other teams. But yeah, they got like the real teams and other little things as well, just in terms of like kits and anything that is not real in terms of names, kits, competitions. So we are back to Manchester United. I've also updated the current transfers. If you look at the date when we're uploading this video, first episode, so I can't do any later transfers, obviously, because the career mode's been started, but like to Aston Villa, Coutinho, Digne, like all the, like Chris Wood to Newcastle, all the current transfers early in January we've changed. So no real relevant for Man United, but that's where we're stepping in to do it. And let's get into the save. Make sure you leave a like if you're excited for this to be back and want videos every single day in this series. We're getting back at it. So here's the introduction of our manager. I chose to give him a mullet. I gave him a mullet there, you know, just for a unique haircut and something to stand out. So thought that was cool. Preseason, not going to spend too much like interest on because preseason, we want to get into the main season. So we're just going to pick, I think we go with this one here, the happy medium. It's not the highest potential prize money, but if you go that, yeah, lower chance of winning. Look, all those good teams there. That's some money. That's something to spend. And I know over the years, we do know we need to be careful with our money. We don't go out there, splash the budget, bring in Kylian Mbappe. You want a level of realism. So that's where I want you guys to come in. I want to be so realistic from your guys' point of view, doing a realistic Manchester United career mode. Obviously, it's not going to be 100% to the dot, but I feel it's developed over these last few years. You guys really want to see realism. So I want to really follow what you guys suggest in terms of the biggest thing is transfers. That's where realism comes. Realism with results can be a bit, obviously, it can't always go your way or the way of wanting it to be realistic. That's football. Here, I'm just taking a look at the team. Like, what's the default team looking like? Ronaldo up top. Obviously, like, we all love Cristiano Ronaldo, but I think sometimes it can go a bit over the top as well. So we need to realize we have got other players in the team outside of Cristiano. Some quick corrections early. Paul Pogba in for Fred. McTominay is a little, like when you go McTominay, Fred, and even just like the whole, like there's so much memes around Man United, like this is tying in how they're doing in real life and just like banter, but like McFred, you got McTominay and Fred. So Paul Pogba, that -7 doesn't look very nice there. You just go, isn't it magical how you can do that? Jadon Sancho, Greenwood, like I reckon we could develop him to be the number 9 to take over from Ronaldo. As we've been saying, he's not going to be here forever. There's so many mid-tier players, it's not even funny. The guys we talked about, McTominay, Fred, not Greenwood because he's going to develop, but Matic, the Henderson, Lindelof, Tony Martial. Like, ironically, I think Dalot has been better than Wan-Bissaka, but unfortunately that's not how the ratings go in the game. But there's so many mid-tier players. Donny van de Beek deserves more of a chance. He gets in ahead of Fred, and you could probably... This is how Man United need to play. Obviously, new manager, Rangnick. Like, I'm changing this formation, guys. Like, United shouldn't be playing with 2 CDMs, 2 holding midfielders. So, like, yeah, we're going to be changing some things, but not extremely. As I said, where we'll get realistic. But just a couple changes there so we get a bit more talent in our midfield. So, of course, we get a scout report as well. Instructions. We all know these messages we get early. If you guys think any of these guys are some talents, maybe let us know. But maybe not targets for now. All depends. Interested to see. I know they're going to be critical. I know so youth development is very important, but we were going to go into the youth scouting before this, but brand exposure, get 25 games, at least 1 goal scored. It's important, but this is where it's important. But I don't want to say, to make it easier for me, but are we being realistic here? Premier League win the title, win the FA Cup, Man United not be doing that. Yeah, I guess their managers are being sacked, but that's probably why we got sacked the first time around. We didn't do that. We lost our job. So it's on the line already. Like right away, we're back. I could face the same fate as we did right off the bat. Critical, but real tough expectations. But where it should be for Manchester United. Manchester United should be winning the title, so that's what we're going to be trying to do. It's easy to say in words, like, yeah, we just say it there. Let's go win the title, yeah? But you got to put in the work. You got to be playing good football, and we got to try and do that. So, see our Youth Academy report right here. There should be, I say at least one. We're going to just be smart about this. We're just going to reject all the guys that are not top potential. Actually, this guy doesn't look too bad off his potential. Like minimum potential, maximum, we leave him. But the rest, like, that are not Alice Humphrey, 5-star skill moves, we've got to start. But before I just mentioned I want to go get this, like, the youth scouts and all that. But before I do that, let me know how heavy you want me to be with the youth players, or do you want to really focus on the real players, making real signings, or should we scout a bit? Let me know, like, for these youth guys. And Sandberg, he's not as good, but we leave him there because on the same boat, these 3 guys, they're going to be the ones we keep. Obviously, Alice Humphrey, he's the one who could be a star, but let me know what we do in terms of scouting. We won't do it yet, but I'd love to see your thoughts. But that's an insane transfer budget. I don't want to commit to too much in terms of signings yet, as we said. So we're going to first episode, we're looking at players like, I know, like, as I'm a Man United fan, if you guys know, like, some of you may be new to my channel, but I've been making, career mode videos for a real long time, let alone playing FIFA for a real long time. I'm 30 years old. I'm going to be 31 in, like, less than a couple months. So, years are flying by, but I played FIFA for over 20 years. So I've always had, that's why we're coming back to it here. That's why we're coming back, because I've always had, it's almost like nostalgic, and why I wanted to, start this up again, because I'm like, wait, life almost feels weird not playing FIFA, because I've done it for years. But anyway, we are going to be looking at the talents and maybe more so the lack of talents at the club, and the guys we've talked about. We're going to not for all the guys, but some of the older ones that are, ironically, outside of Grant. Do we even, consider Grant as a Manchester United player? Like, he doesn't play. But Ronaldo is the next oldest. The question is, honestly, in real life, he could probably play 5 more seasons at the top, and that, he could play till he's 40, and that's not reaching. He doesn't look like he's 36. He doesn't play like he's 36. But these guys like Tom Heaton, we got to sort by the goalkeepers to see how. For me, Henderson's the backup, and maybe that's where you use the actual youth. For me, we don't need Grant and Heaton. So for me, they're on the chopping block. They don't have a use at their overalls and position. And maybe, we'll just do it by position. So, we can realize who we're going to use. Telles and Shaw, they have a rotation. Shaw, you say he's better than Telles, he starts, but you've got your left backs, 2 left backs to rotate. That's settled. Then centre backs. There's quite a few there. For me, Mengi at 64, he gets loaned out. But this is where the trouble starts. For me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it and see what you guys think. I think Lindelof, he gets listed. Eric, I think we need to find a replacement first. If you guys have a suggestion for a centre-back, we get him in, then we sell Bailly, because I think Bailly can do a job because he's physically good, and that's important in FIFA, quick, and he's strong. So keep him for now. Lindelof, he's in, they can do a job in FIFA, but we got to be on the look for better centre-backs. So we're definitely looking for some, centre-backs ideas. And Phil Jones, he came back and actually played a good game, didn't he? But, for us winning the Champions League, or let alone Champions League, winning the league, having that success, Phil Jones is not going to be there. Or if I want to keep my job and reach the success and not having repeated, Phil Jones has to go. Can you imagine me defending with this man? I don't want to see that. And so our fullbacks are in a similar position. Left backs to right backs, Wan-Bissaka, Dalot. I hope Dalot, maybe try and train him up a lot. Train him up a lot. But yeah, they're going to be similar to our left backs. Just healthy rotations. Out. Fred, no time to think. Fred out. And that McTominay, I feel he's just a little bit above Fred in terms of importance. He's got a few years on him, 4 years, keep in mind. So he's really strong defensively, so he can rotate. Yeah, we need someone to hold and really win tackles and play him control. Don't do much else with him. Win the ball back, pass it off to more creative players. Matic, a keeper, who's gonna? Too slow. Too slow. No, not efficient. Need to rebuild. We're still on that. Langer, he's not bad, but I think he needs a loan spell. Yeah, too low rated to be using first season. Rashford needs to be much better in real life, but obviously important first team player. Yeah, Donny. Hannibal at 62. Yep, he needs to be on the loan list. Lingard, he's gotta go. He had an impressive season last season, but as I said, these mid-range players, despite everything else, their personalities and like it's just making me like these too slow. Stamina so important for career mode because of rotations, games. Like I'm getting quite a few on the list here, but I think they're all, fair enough. Diallo, maybe we'll use him in an early cup or something like that. He'd be fair enough to keep for that reason. Yeah, Dylan, he has to go out on loan. Shola, same situation. He's definitely got some growth in him. So, yeah, we put him on the loan list. Mason Greenwood, going to be important. Sancho, obviously. Tony Martial, and it seems like he's starting to be, like, it looks like he's going to leave as well. So he gets on the short list. The short list, the transfer. It feels like a short list because we're adding so many of these guys there. Cavani, keep him for the season. Ronaldo, obviously. So, yeah, we get from that. I think you will agree with most of those. Maybe one or two you won't. But, yeah, like, I feel all those guys don't have... The guys we transfer list, you don't see them being part of the next... Like, let alone not Champions League winning, we touched on before, just to win the Premier League, or finish top 4. They're not going to be a part of it. And even, yeah, look at that. Nah, it's a bit vibey. He looks pretty cool, our manager. And there he is. It's a new year. In front of, you can see Sir Alex Ferguson stand. This is the time. This is our time around. So, yeah, we got message from all these guys. We'll get through these and just reply to them all. And Lindelof, mate, it's not a shock. So what we're going to do, we're going to continue. We sim through the preseason friendlies, and we're not going to go through too many because, as I said, I want to come off what you guys are saying so we don't get too deep into the window and close to the season starting, so you guys can get your transfer suggestions in this episode. Be sure to do so. And I like how we get it off for De Gea, but that's a no, especially not to Inter. Maybe if you end up being realistic, but I think he's been great this season. He's made a lot of saves, maybe had a couple poor games, and maybe that's when people might say he's bad, but he's been very consistent, had some good games. So, yeah, that's a big no for me. And Phil Jones, I'm going to be just quick smart. What are we going to negotiate for 200k, 300k more? Nah, accept that and send him out to France. See, Lingard has the right energy about it. He's hyped. He's hyped about leaving. So, as I've said, we'll go sim the preseason. Let's see how it goes against Benfica. So, like, the squad, like, there... Van de Beek... It's funny, because I want to see more of Van de Beek in real life for Manchester United. But he looks like the weakness out of these guys. So, we want to train him. Obviously, he can develop a lot more... if he's the weakness in the team, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Like, if he's your weakest player, if he's your weakest link, yeah, we are definitely keeping him. Not saying goodbye to him at all. I think he can be very good. And that's a good result there. And looks like the Vans are happy with the result. So I think we go through the group stage matches and then just see, do we get any more feedback? Don't forget to use assistant manager, given the warnings. The real assistant managers are you guys up in the comments. You guys tell me what to do. We know to use subs. You would expect the result against Al Ittihad, so sim. We accidentally clicked that, so we're just going to go through that quick sim. Remember when they announced this as an actual feature, though? Like, jump to result. 1-0. And yeah, Matic, here we go. So yeah, I'm pretty confident with this one. If you take a look at this, that's actually a pretty good bid. That's fair enough between his minimum maximum market value, so we'll go ahead and accept that. So then against Villarreal, not a bad team, but should be able to get it done against them. Let's see the result here. Quick sim, 1-0. Lingard. But Sancho scoring. Look at that, Lacazette. See, look, transfers being made already. But as I said, we wanted to go through a little bit of the preseason, take a look at the budget. There is money to be spent there, so you guys need to get in the comments. I think this is pretty fitting. If you take a look, what's that? 1, 2, about 3, yeah, about 4 weeks or so. So that will be enough time for me to see your suggestions, and we can take a look at making those moves in the next episode. So let me know and which players to sell. But I think all the guys, anyone outside of the transfer listed players, I'm not sure if any others, maybe McTominay, but yeah, not many others that we didn't list that you would probably suggest. So yeah, hopefully the focus can be you guys giving me transfer suggestions to bring in Manchester United. We are back, and I didn't want to go too deep into the discussion of it, but yeah, I'm really excited getting back into making like these FIFA career mode videos. I took a break, definitely needed that myself because, you know, we were kind of hit out pretty quickly, honestly, with the Man United career mode. We started right at the start of the game. I was, learning the new FIFA game, and yeah, we didn't do as good as we should have, and we got out of a job. So we are back to it now. We are returning, and hopefully this will be a good one. Leave a thumbs up for more. See you guys next time.